Dear students, welcome to the session which is dedicated for understanding the exam techniques to do well in your financial reporting exam. This exam is very important because whenever you will be joining any firm, any workplace, any organization, so the things that you have understood in this paper will be applied in practice. Okay, because whatever you study in your financial reporting exam is actually done in businesses. It's actually followed by the organizations. So this is something that you will be able to apply straight away. So that's why it's a very important exam. Once you're qualified, or even if like a lot of you are working, so you know that whatever you study in these papers, in the financial accounting, the previous paper, the F3, the financial accounting FA, which you call it, and this paper, financial reporting, which is of a higher standard, of a higher caliber, all the stuff can be actually seen, can be practically seen in the real life, in your working life. Okay, and the next paper would also be very much applicable. But these things will be tested straight away because you won't be given some higher tasks that require more challenging, because you are just starting to work in an organization, and the organization won't take risk to put you in a difficult area. Okay, so these are the specific tasks which you are likely to be doing. Okay, so that's why this paper is very important. Okay, now let's understand uh, the use of the examiner's reports. So I'm going to be discussing a couple of very important exam tips which will be very useful. So the examiner reports will be giving us some very valuable answers, and I would like you people to know what sort of questions you should be asking of the examiner team, and those answers can be found in the examiner reports. And you see, those examiner reports must be studied for a couple of attempts, not just the most recent attempt, but couple of attempts. And the examiner would discuss the limitations that the students had, which made them fail, or which made them, do not score high marks. And the examiner will also tell you what are the qualities of the of really good students who scored very high marks. So what we are trying to do here is we're trying to get the extra marks, because those small extra marks through these tips are going to help pass the exam, and this will make a huge difference. Okay, so we're going to discuss three top tips here to pass the FR exam relating to the examiner's reports. Okay, so let's see. As I said that we are looking to get the extra mark, because you see a lot of students might fail at at a very high mark like 49 or 48, and if we have these extra marks, those extra marks can actually make a huge difference, and you might end up passing the exam. So students who come and tell me that they scored 49, those students could actually learn these tips and benefit and pass. And those students who are really good, they could actually add few marks so that they could be among the 80% or the 90%. Okay, so these little things will make a huge difference. So what sort of questions should we be asking? As I mentioned, what do good students do to enable them to pass? So these such questions would be answered in the examiner's reports. What mistakes have students made in the exam in the past that I can learn from? Okay, so these answers are valuable, which will help you prepare well for your exam. So answer to these questions are available in the ACCA examiner's report, and as I've told you, that you should not be only focusing on like one or two sittings. You should be looking at a couple of reports. Studying them will give you a lot of benefit, a lot of confidence that you know a lot of stuff that can help you pass the exam. So these are available on ACCA website, and you can study them. So here is the first top tip. Read the examiner's report slowly and thoroughly. I would recommend that you people make notes. Okay, like you study a paragraph, you found that this point is critical. You should make notes so that you could remember them and you could revise those things, because those things you will, when you read the report, you will see that those points are really important. Obviously, we are going to cover a few of those things in the session today, but reading the report on your own and giving it proper time, thinking about it, it is going to be very beneficial. Okay, so you should be making notes of the points that are identified by the examiner. So, and as I said, you should be focusing on reading a couple of reports, not just the most recent exam. Okay, so this is the first top tip, and when you people are going to use these examiner reports, this is going to be very beneficial. Okay, so I hope we are fine. So students, moving on to the next thing. Okay, we have a range of topics examined by the examiner in the recent exams. So what does this give us an idea? You see, I can just go through the topics which have been tested in the recent exams. Topics related to the accounting policies, financial instruments, or IFRS 9, PPE, and related to it is the borrowing cost, the government grant, leases, foreign exchange revenue. So providing you a huge list actually means that the examiner is going to test everything. The examiner is going to test a wide range of topics. So the big tip here, the second top tip, would be to cover everything. If you plan to skip certain things that these might not come in the syllabus, then you are making a huge mistake for your section A and for your section B. This is quite important that you study and you cover all the topics. You do not want to give a chance to the examiner to fail you. You cannot take this risk. Okay.